Cast. I'm David Neese, and I'm here with Pro Trader Mike. As usual, we're going to be discussing what's going on with electric vehicles, green energy, and the stock markets. The news we provide is for entertainment purposes only. First of all, today, I've got some interesting news that I find quite fascinating. You don't hear a lot from Fisker, but Fisker claims their new Alaska truck is going to be the Ferrari of pickup trucks, and it's a pretty cool looking truck.
Wow, that is
Yeah,
pretty
I mean,
cool
it
looking.
looks pretty awesome. I'm going to
Justin
assume
Bieber
it's
has a
super
Fisker.
fast.
Yeah,
Does
he's
he?
got like those kind of they're super expensive.
I'm
It's like a
assuming.
luxury. Yeah, it's like a luxury. The Fisker's like, a $250,000 race car and stuff. Yeah, there's not many of them on the road, but that truck looks dynamite.
Here's the
Wow.
Fisker Ocean, their crossover.
Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat thing. They're
Alaska, it's
publicly traded.
called.
You ever look at Fisker on the stock
No,
market?
no. What's the symbol on that one?
Might have to do a little searching there. Let's see.
Probably the Fisker, FSKR. Nope. FKSR.
FSR. It's FSR. It's on the big board. It's on the New York Stock Exchange.
FSR.
Yeah, hasn't really changed much, and it's about the same price it was a year ago. It's gone down from
Yeah, it's actually up. It
$7.
went through $5 and it made
Yeah,
a run to $7. It made an amazing run.
yeah,
We'll
it's had
see.
some corrections. Maybe this is good news for them. It's one of
Right
those ones.
here. Look, it
Oh,
came down in on June 26th to a low of 485, and then that first green bar reversal back up. Beautiful. You add on that one right there, and she went all the way through the break of this, which is right there. You could see that. That's what you wanted it to break, and then it did. Look at that break to 706. That's a big move. Let's look at the weekly. Here's the weekly. Yeah, so weekly looks like it's got a little U here with a handle, a big little cup and handle. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Fisker.
yeah, yeah. They've been around for a while. They started with the Karma, I think it was. All right, well, let's move on to the next news piece.
Yeah.
So this one's kind of interesting. Toyota is planning a new EV with a 900-mile range and 10 minutes of charging time. That's going to be amazing. The holy grail of battery vehicles. It's funny because I had heard news that Toyota wasn't as convinced about the whole EV phase as much as, they're big on the Prius with their hybrids. And this is quite unique. Here we go. If it is a genuine breakthrough, it could be a game changer. And let's just see. We've got a new solid state EV battery tech. And this is kind of NASA's been talking about their SABRE program with the solid state batteries. Simplified production, the material used to make solid state batteries. Company plans to roll out a model that will extend cruising range by 20%. Higher performance to deliver 50% to go over 900 miles to go from New York to Chicago and charge it in only 10 minutes. I've heard that about the solid state that they can charge faster, regarded as a potential turning point for EVs. Yeah, I've seen arguments that the solid state, because they're lighter and hold more energy, that they'll be useful for creating electric aircraft. So that's kind of neat. And the same battery chemistry as the BZ4X SUV. I saw somebody talking about recently what's with this name, and it's quite interesting how Toyota is coming up with names. We're running out of names in the car world, I think. It'll cost 20% less. That's pretty neat. Let's look at
Hmm.
Toyota. Let's have a look at Toyota, Mike. Pull up Toyota.
Let's take a look. What's a symbol?
Oh, give me a second here. It is TM.
I'm trying to share. I'm trying to share again. You got to enable my, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So, yeah, this one's looking $164 a share. Looks like it's going to break out above 169, the all-time high. Toyota.
And I think they always have good news. I mean, that's one of those companies it's hard to go wrong with.
Look how it trades every day. It's like opening up and down at a different number. It's pretty long-term kind of stock. But the weekly looks different. Yeah, it looks nice. You want to see one today? This is the number one gainer
All
on
right.
the Nasdaq. See it? BBIG.
Oh, I'm familiar with it. That was another one that, you hear me talk about the naked short sale attacks. I think it was a victim of one of those.
This was my Sunday newsletter last night that I sent out to my subscribers. I think you're a member. You've been a member of
am.
my newsletter for quite some time. So here's the comic strip. Chief, we have to make a stock pick. Pull yourself together, Sergeant. If we are patient, we wait for Pro Trader Mike's newsletter.
There we go.
There we go.
There we
Put one of
go.
those comic strips every week. So here's my top 6. Let's just go to the nitty gritty right down here. BBIG at $3.33 for a base breakout. You could see the volume in this little circle down here with the volume coming in. So this is telling me smart money is putting money into that, or something's going on, because it's trading some volume, and the volume's up 243% to 4 million shares versus 1.1 million. They operate through subsidiaries, the ideation to research and develop and manufacture, sales and fulfillment. They are in the leisure, toy, game, and hobby industry. So this pick at 333 has increased the last 2 quarters. Last quarter, right here where my mouse is circling, Dave, they did a 999% increase in revenue, 10.4 million in sales versus 700,000. They did $12.20 earnings versus losing, it says, $187 per share. So they're turning it around. They're up 100% or more there. And the quarter before, same thing, 860. So we're looking to go through $4, adding up at 398 for the break of 4 on a small float of 12.4 million, and funds own 11%. And the stock today is the number one gainer on the Nasdaq.
That's awesome.
$5.87 high today on BBIG. Yeah,
That's a great pick. I always felt that, well, like I said, I write online about the naked short sale attacks and things like that, and they were one of the victims of this. So I think their stock was down artificially. At some point, it had to rebound, and you picked up the correct timing of when people were deciding that it was smart money was getting in there when you can see the volume like that.
absolutely. So that was a pick I sent out to all the members, and rocketed right there with a 100% gainer. And we've done that a couple of times in the last, last little bit, actually. We go right here. This is what we have access to. This is like a model portfolio where I put all those picks in. And we could see right here, the EV industry this month has done incredible. Look at these moves on some of these stocks. This is from the 625 newsletter. These are from the 522, the 72. These are the Sunday newsletters. Look at this one. This is Hyzon Motors, HYZN, from 55 cents to 205 in 57 days for 272%. There's all of them here. Rivian, RIVN, went from 14 to 25. NIO, another electric car company, from 760 to 1055. This is another car, AYRO, Another car, VCSA. You could see the whole industry in the last 30 days. SEV, Spectrum Microsystems, Faraday Future Electric, and Rubicon Technologies. These are all based in the electric vehicle industry.
It's great. It's great to see the money heading that way and people's faith in those products. Which is really
Absolutely.
good because you figure with the way interest rates keep going up, that's detrimental to the auto industry as a whole. And so that's great to see that they're making gains all at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, and that other stock we saw two other ones, which was EVTV, which is at 270, and EXHI is the symbol on the other one. Actually, this one has come back down to a buy range of where we originally picked it. Picked it originally at 10 cents. It went to 30 cents, a 200% winner. It's back at 10 to 12 cents right now. This one may be a good one for people to DYOR, do your own research. Symbols EXHI on that one.
All right. Well, good show today, Mike. That's all the time we've got for today. And
Let me ask you a
go,
question. What do you
go
think
ahead.
about Twitter changing its logo?
I didn't even notice.
Go look at Twitter. There's no more Twitter bird. Elon Musk decided last night in his sleep to change it, and overnight there's no more Twitter bird. It's an X. It's called X.
As far as on the stock exchange or on
Go look
Twitter
at your
itself?
logo on Twitter, and everyone log into Twitter right now and go look at Twitter. Here, let me share my screen.
I still see the like
Here.
this, but
So if you
X.
log into Twitter, let me go into my socials, and you see Twitter. Twitter's an X. If you share
I'm
in my
looking at
screen.
Elon's post about it.
And my screen's not shared, but if you see my screen, is an X in the top left corner.
Oh, my bad. Let me share here. We got to
There
figure
you
out how to
go.
make
So
that
there's
easier.
Twitter. X.
I'm still seeing the bird on mine, which is funny.
See,
But
and
I'm
when you
looking at
refresh the page, look, there's an X in the middle. See
Oh,
that?
now it's an X. Okay, I did it again and
You
it
did a
refreshed and it
refresh.
gave me the X.
Yeah. Look, and we're
Interesting.
live on my Twitter, bro. Check it out. Cool.
That's
Look.
awesome.
Yeah. I like it.
That's
Nice.
great.
All right. So yeah, that was what I wanted to bring to everyone's attention. If you didn't know, it's X now. It's not Twitter. It's X.
All right. Well,
All
Mike,
right.
as always, great show. And we'll sign off for today.
Peace. Keep